This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Delighted to be joined in Rotherham by Sonny Edwards on the commentary duties tonight. Sonny, how did that go?
Yeah, I think it went well. I think we had some technical issues in the first. I think the sound balancing, and it was quite loud in there. Like the music was pumping pretty much all night. So yeah, I think it went well. I don't know. I probably need to watch it back, assess my performance. Yeah, and see where we can go from there.
Did you have any food?
Nah, but I ate before I come. You know what I mean? I put it all in my expenses. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Good lad. Sonny, we're here in Rotherham, as I say. Got to talk to you about yourself. First thing I have to ask you: are we starting a Twitter comeback?
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank Boxing UK and Raheem Noble for single-handedly bringing my career out of obscurity. And I'm happy to say, without saying too much, that talks have started for multiple of the biggest fights out there for me right now. So, yeah, so thanks to Rak, because without him, then all my 18 fights as a pro world titles, it would have been just a waste of time, do you know what I mean? So, thank him that, you know what I mean, he started that Twitter space and did the interview. Thank him.
Can I chuck some names at you?
Maybe. Okay, I'll go on, put the mic this way.
You've just got to Google Sonny Edwards and a list of names comes up.
Put the mic this way. If you mention someone that I don't think is worthy of fighting me, then the interview gets done. So you can use with that. And who I don't think will be worthy of you asking me a question of.
Okay, we'll start with the obvious ones first then, just in case.
I would.
Julio Cesar Martinez. Is that the fight you want more than anything?
Yeah, that's probably the leading goal for me. The fight that I want. I believe they want it. Obviously, there's a few question marks on maybe his weight issues or I don't know. He's pulling out fights, and so there might be that might be obstacle. I don't know yet. But I've sort of green lighted there, here, over there, anywhere. Do you know what I mean? I've green lighted that, and I can confidently stand point it. No one can disagree or try and call me a liar. Whatever it needs to be to make the fight happen is cool. If they want one fight, that's cool. If they want one and done, that's cool. If he wants a rematch, and I just want a rematch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a champion as well. So that's all it is right now. That's where we're at. If they just want the one crack, winner goes on, maybe defends Bam Rodriguez. They want to line that up. You know what I mean? If they want to try and put all their fighters that I can't beat one after another, and I'll just go for him and go for him and go for him, then we can do that. We can do that for the next, couple of years if you want. You've got loads of them over there, and I'm happy with my team, Pro Bellum. They're really pushing to getting me the best deals. Not outprice myself. I'm a fair man. I'm logical. So yeah, I'm not gonna be out here just screaming all these fights and then just I want $10 million. You know what I mean? Nah, it's not how it works.
500 million.
That's when I retire and I come back. But nah, so yeah, that fight, 100% what I want. Avenge my big brother, get the belt back to my poorly mum. You know what I mean? The older sob story. You know what I mean? So yeah.
On that fight, everybody says it's the puncher versus the boxer. Do you agree with it?
Who's the puncher?
You would have to say Martinez.
They're getting bigger, My strength and conditioning is working.
Yeah, but in fairness, nobody moves like you in that division though, Sonny.
No one can move like me in any division. I would confidently say that, like, the things I'm doing when I'm boxing, I'm not boxing to look good. I'm not boxing to sort of be presentable and be good for the eye test. Every move I take, every step I take, every move I make, I'm sure there's song lyrics somewhere there, innit? Yeah, exactly. And they should be watching me now. But in all seriousness, everything I do's got a reason. I don't do anything by accident in boxing. So because I approach it from that, yeah, it might not always look pretty, it might not always look polished, but there's reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. I stay focused and I stay in the moment. I don't fade out. I don't get frustrated. I don't get pulled out of what I need to be doing. So maybe it might frustrate people, maybe it frustrate opponents, or I'm just sort of downloading the information and going from there. But it is what it is. Whether they think I can punch or not. How many fighters have you seen just walking me down and getting to me and hurting me? How many times have you seen me down? Have you seen me hurt? Have you seen my legs going? Not really. Have you seen me really losing rounds clearly? Not really. Have you seen me lose 2 rounds clearly? Try and find them. I'll argue at least one of the rounds, you know what I mean? So I've done a lot, and you know what I mean? Whether people are seeing what I've been doing or they just think that, I just run around the ring. Like, let's wait and see. Get someone in there that everyone's going to be eyes locked on for the whole 36 minutes and expecting me to get beat. That's all I want. That's all I've been asking for. I thought I did it a couple of times already. I fought my mandatory after dethroning the sort of the flyweight king. Fought my mandatory straight away, and then fought the next highest ranked challenger from my IBF because no one else wanted it. What more do you want me to do? I'm challenging for unification. I'm chasing unifications, and finally, after like what seems like the last 18 months at least, probably longer, sort of shouting in an empty room, the phone started ringing. And then started offering up dates and areas of the world that we might have to be travelling to. So I'm if anything, like, this is the best and most excited I've been about boxing. Point blank period. I'm in the big time conversations now. Do you know what I mean? And that's where I'm at. And the figures are big time figures. And this do you know what I mean? It's all good. And I'm in a position where now we're talking about what card, where we're doing it. Do you know what I mean? So with the biggest names and biggest promoters in boxing. So. And I'm a flyweight that no one knows, hasn't got a career, fights in front of 20 people and can't punch and all of the above. But I've got phone calls from the biggest promoters in the world this week. Do you know what I mean? So
Fantastic.
Yeah. So in other words, the fight should be made, and if it's not from my side, it's from them side. So you know what I mean? I'm ready for both. You know what I mean? Make it all public. Say I will fight him, and then I'll fight him, and then. You can add Nakatani for the mix next.
Yeah.
If you gave me my 3 fights next, it would be Martinez, Bam Rodriguez, and then Nakatani. Maybe Nakatani deserves to be in front, maybe not. I don't know. However, which way? Muddle them up. Draw out of a hat. I'll sign a contract to my next 3 fights to fight all your... Draw a hat, I don't care. It really doesn't matter to me because the result will be the same.
Can I ask about Bam Bam Rodriguez? You mentioned Rack. He spoke to Robert Garcia earlier in the week, and Robert Garcia said 100% he would bring Bam Bam Rodriguez to come and fight you over here. Just your thoughts on that?
Yeah, and... like with Bam, there's probably like a different energy, and it's not because I'm scared of him or whatever, or I'm trying to be nice to him, nothing like that. It's I genuinely respect him. I respect his career. I respect his career choices. I respect his style, his fights. I see similarities in like our backgrounds, our upbringings. Both started young. Both had older brothers that had success. Both did all the sort of the stages of the amateurs, turned pro, trying to take risks early. Like there's a lot that I can't sit here and slag off because it would be baseless. Yeah. But I did it and got a certain level of. He went up last minute, vacant title, not against a champion, had been beaten a few times and got the big explosion, which I get. I get marketability, I get platform, I get exposure. But just know that when I'm looking at him and people are thinking, oh, you're scared of him, I'm not. I'm looking at someone 3 years my junior. I'm looking at someone with less world title fights than me, which is rare, right? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So I'm looking at a lot. Very good fighter. But how many times have we seen someone with people directly in front of them and they can tee off them as they will because they're that good at doing what they do, but the moment they've got to flip the coin and do something completely different because the fight is completely different, it's a very different fighter. What fighter is that? We don't know yet. Can he cut the distance? Can he outman someone? Like, I'm not the physically strongest, but what I've clearly proven is no matter what age or even what weight I'm getting in, I can handle myself physically. I can hold a shot, I can ride a shot, I can smother, I can negate, I can do all of a lot. And I can also make fights be fencing. You can find out who's got the best jab and in and out footwork if I decide for it to be that way. Because I've shown it how many times when I just want to move. I've posted a clip of a round where for the first 2 minutes in that 8th round, I just threw jabs and just not get hit. Yeah. Hit him about 15 jabs.
Can I ask a boxer's mentality, Sonny? Because obviously anyone that watches Bam Bam Rodriguez, to the normal man in the street, you think, Jesus Christ, I don't fancy that. But you're running towards that fight with a guy like that? When you watch that fight, did you, just a tiny part, you think, Jesus Christ, I don't fancy being on the end of one of them?
Nah, because, go on, here's a challenge for you. Go watch Rodriguez's last 2 fights, great fighter. Go and watch a highlight reel of Mariti's first and last fight all put together. He's got 26 knockouts, knocked out champions all around the world and just pounded people into it. He stopped Tete, he stopped Casemiro. Like, yeah. He's got stopped on a cut by Donaire in a fight that he thought he was going on to win. Like, I've done that and been with someone that's really probably scary and really proved to be scary. And did I walk in there with fear? It was my first world title fight. Did I walk in there with any sort of... So no, when I watch anyone, I will completely, I'll give them their props, I'll give them their credit, I'll pick parts of their style that I think is good, great, even stuff to be avoided, maybe. But what I will never do, and what you'll probably never see me doing, is looking at anyone that can relatively reach the same weight as me and genuinely think that I can't get them in the ring and fight them. That thought process would probably never, ever, ever, ever go through my mind in a million years. I've never been in the ring with someone that I thought has made me feel a certain way of not being a good boxer. I get in, and every single time I get out, I've got more confidence in myself because that's what I do in a boxing ring. You've seen me do it countless times as a pro, and trust me, I'm doing it 30 times at each camp. I promise, and at weights, people you wouldn't even think I could get in the ring with, and it'd be a fair scrap. You know what I mean? So I'm good. I'm good where I'm at, and I'm confident for many a good reason. You haven't seen everything in the fights, and it's not just like, but I approach fights different to what I can do and what I'm getting to and what I'm aiming for. I've got a long career. I'm trying to get there when everything's right. I'm still young. I'm still developing. I'm 26, probably look like 20, 21. I've got a long way to go, but I'm here. I'm at the top, and I'm doing it pretty easily. So,
can I ask about those 3 names? If you took on those 3 names, Sonny, and beat them, your name would go straight into the pound for pound list. Is that something that you have your eye on?
Yeah, like I've always believed I'm one of the best in the world. I've probably had delusional levels of what I thought I could mix out when I did, and obviously when I got there I proved it, and since I've maintained. I would fight them. I've told you, it doesn't really matter to me. I just want big fights. I've mentioned every single one of them fighters.
Do they want you?
Well, Bam said that he does today on Twitter. The first it was Robert Garcia pushing it a bit more. We'll see. Like, we'll see in the conversations I'm having now. Like, I've had one today with certain things were said. Had one yesterday and the day before. Certain things are said. And they're good conversations. They're great conversations. Conversations that, if I'm honest, I think the fight's getting made. I would probably put out on Twitter, fight's done. It's not. Right. But that's how confident I am on the fight being done. Because I just can't see it not happening because I want it so bad. So there's nothing in my power that I'm going to do to stop it. So unless over there something happens, the fight's done in my eyes. The fight's made. And when I said before, the moment I win that title and then get the Ring magazine, which it should be made for, is the day that it gets signed. And I believe that. I said that about Marie, and I'm saying that about Martinez. And if you give me Rodriguez, I'll say it about him. Give me Nakatani. He guessed it. I say it about him too. They're all good fighters. Mm-hmm. But a great fighter, or a good fighter, a great fighter will bring the best out of me. Always has and always will. I rise to the challenge. I don't like to dance with mediocrity just to make myself look a bit more shiny. Don't do it. Haven't done it. I've never done it, and I won't do it. So give me the biggest fights. I'm the number 1 in the division right now. I'm the man they're talking about. No matter who fights, whether it's Martinez, whether it's Bam Bam, whether it's any of them, someone somewhere, quite a few of someone somewhere, fight Sonny, fight Sonny, fight Sonny, fight Sonny. It's one of the main ones, and all of the platforms they try to do is much to, like, you know, keep my name, not posting me, not even mentioning it, not until now. Now all of a sudden we're seeing, you know, DAZN post out, oh, Bam, Sonny, Martinez, you know what I mean? So they get into it, but I just don't think they can really keep their fighters away from me no much more, because I'm making so much noise that, you know.
So that means you're doing something right, Sonny. Sonny, can I quickly move on, because you're dashing, and I'm very conscious that there's some noise upstairs, so you want to get away before the rest of the interviewers come. Can I just ask you very quick thoughts on some forthcoming fights? Obviously, I have to start with AJ Usyk too. It was a press conference this week. Repeat or revenge?
Hopefully revenge. For British fighting, for me personally, I want AJ to win. Boxing, brain on. It's a hard task, definitely. Anyone you've lost to will be a hard task in a rematch. Physically, he's got all the tools, he's got all the essentials that he could ever dream for, but Usyk's been, you know, dancing around boxing rings probably since he was knee height, and has done it at every level, at every stage, consistently for most part of his life. And there we are, that's where we're at with it. Like, AJ's probably the body you'd want to win in the lottery, and Usyk's, you know, probably got the background of boxing you'd rather. So can his, you know, new trainer Robert Garcia, my hopefully future rival foe when he's with Bam Rodriguez, hopefully he's done an absolute job on AJ, and you know what I mean, he gets it back. But I like Usyk, I'm a fan of Usyk. Like, I think when you're dealing with elite fighters, there'll be often 2 fighters you respect. So Usyk's one of them. I remember watching him WSB London, York all years ago, Joe Joyce, them times. So yeah, great fighters, good for the sport. But no matter what happens, you know, someone's going to get called bum, someone's going to get called useless, someone's going to get, he's going to beat him, or she would have beat him, or, you know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter, does it? So it doesn't, no, but the thing is, win, lose or draw, it doesn't really matter, does it? No, so he'll get another fight offer, and he'll take it, and people will probably watch it again. So
I'll just think of the money. Give me £1 million for a fight, so you can call me what the fuck you want.
No. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Does Tyson Fury come back and fight the winner?
500 mil. He gave you his price. If the price is right, I think he's probably a stubborn man that he might not want to go under that. Yeah. And if he's got the only marble, and JJ does win especially, he probably could generate 500 mil for himself somehow.
After end, I put the 3 obvious names to you. This is where the interview ends, because I'm going to chuck a couple more that you probably think in your league. Prince Patel, you've had a bit of a spat with him. See you, Sonny.